Hey, everybody out there in the mixing community. This is Wes here from Dishonor Productions. I want to give a shout out to Home Recording Made Easy, David Villanova. I know I said his name wrong. I chopped it up. But ultimately, I just want to show him my appreciation. I'm not getting paid for this review. I don't even think he knows I exist other than receiving funds from the course that I purchased from him. So I just want to talk a little bit about his course, which is the analog mixing course that he just came out with. And I may have the name of it wrong. I'll send you guys links if you want the link to the course. But I'm telling you, this course is very well worth it. I have been producing music for a while myself. Generally just focus on the beats and never really, focus on mixing too much. I really started getting mixing once I got the UAD system, and I really started paying a little bit more closer attention. Although I had, knowledge on mixing, but once the analog analog plugins started to come into play, I just wanted to update my skill. And like I said, just like most people, I'm a YouTube learner. I've been at this for over, 16, 17 years. And I've learned a lot from YouTube, learned a lot from people. But ultimately, I was using, plugins that I had within the softwares, and never really been into quote unquote a real studio with hardware or analog hardware gear. So me getting used to that transition, it would seem that it would be almost the same as just using regular plugins, but it was a little bit different, a little bit intimidating. Looking at all the knobs, I've taken his course, and he is dynamite. I feel like I should have a piece of paper to write down all the things that I want to say about how good his course was, but this is just impromptu. I just really wanted to let him know my appreciation. He helps you to overstand. They say understand, he helps you to overstand. So he really dives in and he really talks about, the various plugins and how to set your mixing palette and or template up as a console mixing template. And that course is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I've taken several other courses, just making sure that I knew the stuff that I thought I knew. For example, compression course that he has. I've taken that an EQ course, and he really just gets into it, like real precision about everything that he teaches on. Can't everyone teach? But he's a very, very good teacher, and I really took a lot away from this course. And not to mention, it was a very cheap course. Once again, I'm not getting paid for this at all. I don't even know if he knows that I'm doing this review, and he even knows who I am. I'm just telling you that if you're at a place where, hey, you've been doing this for a while, or you're just starting out, and you're really just trying to figure out where to start, where the basics, because not everything you get on YouTube is good information. But I will tell you, David Viganola, and I'm saying his name wrong, I apologize. I'm gonna just call you David V. He really knows his stuff, and he really, really, really goes into the different type of plugins, why to use them, and I back up to the compression course that I took. He really taught how to listen for compression. A lot of times we apply compression and we think we know what we're doing and think we're understanding it, and some of us may very well do, but he really teaches you what to listen for and what you're listening for while you're applying these plugins and these effects. And I just really learned a lot from him, and I'm very grateful, very appreciative, because he could have made this course 200, 300, 400, 500,000 bucks, but it's just like a trainer just sitting in your living room, sitting next to you side by side while you watch, and he just goes through each part and tells you, hey, this is what this compressor does, this is what this button does, and let me explain to you why you're setting it up this way. And he gives you a little bit of history. I mean, very knowledgeable guy, and very appreciative. And like I said, through my years of experience in mixing and engineering, I felt that I knew a lot, but there's a lot out there that I do not know, and I really appreciate all the information that he's given me. I feel a lot comfortable now, if I was to go into other studios with hardware hardware that I can say, hey, you know, not that many students are going to have a Fairchild, but I can say, hey, there's a Fairchild. I know what that does. Or, hey, that's a LA2A. I know how to tweak the parameters on a LA2A, you know, and I know what that does. And it's just a little bit different from the plugins that comes with, you know, your regular software. I'm in Studio One, 3. I've used Pro Tools. I've used Fruity Loops, FL Studio, and we all know they have the standard parametric EQs and things of that nature. But this analog world just opens up. It's just a whole nother world that it opens up, and just understanding what you would look at a high dollar studio and how to set it up. He goes into that detail, and you really feel like you know what you're doing. So once again, don't want to keep this video too long. I'm just extremely appreciative. Thanks, David. And guys, I'm telling you, go get this course. It's homerecordingmadeeasy.com. That's homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Check David out. He's amazing. He's amazing. The courses are cheap. They're about 30, 20 bucks, 25 bucks, 39. I mean, cheap. This is valuable information that you're getting for a fraction of the cost of anywhere else. And I'm just very appreciative and grateful. And it's going to help my production and help take me even further than where I am. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, and stay tuned.